Welcome back, everyone. It's September 4th, 2017, 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. And it appears as though this evil hurricane, Irma, has her sights set on destroying Florida now at this point, on September 11th. Now, you know these models are going to change, but it has changed so dramatically in the last 12 hours. It's amazing. 12 hours ago, it was going into the Carolinas here. You need to check this out. Just on a quick note, people are asking why I have the altitude here. The wind speed altitude is 750 meters. They note that other people doing this same chart are using 1,000 or even 1,500. And there's a reason why I'm doing that is it appears as though the higher the altitude to a certain degree, the more impressive things look. And it seems like some of these other guys are using the higher numbers to try to make it look even more insane than it actually is. The problem is when you go down to the 10 meters above the ground, all of a sudden, it doesn't look very impressive, and it's really not a good representation of what people are actually going to feel. As you can see, this makes it look like a little powder puff. This is a major storm. And I played with them, and I've decided that 750 is what I'm going with. You can go up to 1,500. And the numbers just get way more intense. You can see this is a 181s and for speed. I don't want to go there. I just want people to be informed and keep an eye on what's going on here. I don't want to overstate or understate it. I just want people to know what's coming their way, man. So here we go. As you can see, we're going back to the 9th here. Let's start playing this thing up a little bit. Now it's coming right over. Okay, so here we are. We're now on the 10th. Now here's the 11th. Now watch this. It goes all the way up through Florida. This is horrible. Most of Florida is going to be on the strong side of it too. But it looks like the entire state of Florida is going to be getting this storm at this point. The model has shifted so far to the south. I'm going to say actually to the west. That now it appears as though Irma has Florida dead in its sights. And no, you're not talking wind speeds to play around with here. Okay, you're talking Miami, look at that, 125. Tampa, 79. See, now I could make these numbers go higher by doing that, but I don't want to do that. I want to keep it real. I'm not a meteorologist. I don't know. All I know is if I was in Florida right now, I would be becoming quite concerned, because it looks like Irma wants your entire state for breakfast on 9/11. Well, actually, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Looks like it's going to take it all day to go up through Florida. And it's going to be devastating. Now, we know that these are subject to change. It could all be very different tomorrow. And it most likely will be. At this point, there's still a real possibility. It looks like it may be forced out into the Gulf, which may not be such a good thing. It could get out in here in the Gulf and devastate Texas and again. And Louisiana and those. What's interesting though is this little hurricane that popped up here. Impressive little storm, but this particular model, I believe that it's peters out. Okay, so I think here we are with nothing. Let's see this little guy develop. And here we are at 6. Oh, come on, Rob. Here we go. Now we're advancing it. Well, let's watch It's this guy right here. See, he kind of like starts to pop up. But what's interesting about him is he appears, I guess it's a he, I don't know the name of it yet, to dissipate and go back up into the Atlantic. So you got a bunch of, you got a high here, it's fighting. Here we are on the 10th. As we can see, there's the United States over there. This guy here looks like he's going to be kicked right out. Into the ocean. So at this point, whatever this is, it doesn't seem to be a problem. Our problem is right here. So there you have it. The latest GFS model that I'm looking at is looking directly at Florida taking a massive direct hit by Irma. If you're in Florida, you might want to get ready. This is a fast moving storm, but it's very, very powerful. I just saw 149, 148. You know, you're talking, you're not talking change here. You're talking a very serious storm. And so, any of you people, 153, wow. Any of you people down in here, please get ready. This, a week from now, could be our next national nightmare. And I ask that everybody pray for those who were devastated in Houston and the surrounding areas, and pray that this storm somehow miraculously tapers off and spares us what appears to be at this point a devastating blow that none of us are really prepared to handle. So with that, remember, get good with God, get good with Jesus, pray, and prepare. And when things change, as they always do, I'll be back. Thanks.